Hi there, that's right, Nick Dutch, back on the camera again one more time. Hi there, how the heck's it going? Yeah. Now, just on a little blog TV session, and it was great fun, had a wonderful time, and I was, the way I am in a blog TV session, bubbly and happy and all the rest of it. And there was a really, really valid question which came through in that particular live session, and that was about the Ouija board. And why is it that when I do a Ouija board video and I put it out there on YouTube, at the end of it, the planchette always goes to the word goodbye? Well, lots of things can happen at the end of a Ouija board seance, depending on how you're doing it and all the rest of that. And no, the planchette doesn't always go to the goodbye at the end of it. And that doesn't really matter all that much. In practice, it doesn't. But I know there's lots of people out there who are very concerned as to whether something bad would happen if you don't follow the traditions associated with Ouija, because there's like dogma and all the rest of it that people have applied to the Ouija board these days. I don't want to go around frightening people who have accepted the dogma associated with Ouija, with Ouija boards and talking board seances and all the rest of that. So if I'd done a Ouija board seance and the planchette had not gone to the goodbye afterwards, I would not put it out, because I'm sensitive to the people who are who are into that and who are curious about the way that Ouija works. I would make sure I would always only ever upload it if the planchette had gone to the goodbye. Whether it was a good seance or not and all the rest of that, I just would not put it out there, because I don't want to frighten people unduly. I think it's important to, although it's worthwhile criticizing the dogma and doctrine associated with talking boards and the rest of it, I don't think it's necessarily right to unduly frighten people who have accepted certain forms of dogma, which I personally feel is inappropriate. Yes, I will continue to challenge those views, but if someone has just stumbled on one of my Ouija board seance videos, the last thing I want to do is to give them nightmares and think, oh my word, because I've seen this video, something bad is going to happen to me. I am aware that there are people like that. I hope that some of my more reason-based arguments will help to dissuade people from that way of thinking, because it is unhealthy thinking, and of course it is factually inaccurate to say that something terrible will happen if the planchette does not go to the goodbye parts of the Ouija board when you have finished doing your seance. It is factually inaccurate, and personal experience has demonstrated that, okay? There's nothing to be afraid of if your planchette doesn't go to the goodbye. There's always going to be some kind of twisted person out there who's going to try and convince you, with all the fear, paranoia and superstition that they can possibly muster up, that something terrible will happen, or it'll be bad for your karma, or bad for your aura, or you'll go to hell, or the devil will come out of the Ouija board if a certain tradition is not followed. But those traditions are made up by people, okay? So get a bit of clarity about that. Stop worrying, stop being afraid. I allow that tradition to be exhibited when I'm doing the Ouija board seance, just to make sure that I'm not unduly frightening people, okay? And I want that point made perfectly clear. I think it is important to have some kind of sensitivity to where other people are coming from.